Coach Howie. Rise workout.
You got to get it going.
Follow Coach Howie. Rise workout.
Figure it out now. I got 3 minutes to figure it out.
Rise workout.
Let's say that for the next one.
Welcome everyone, Kendrick Brown with Rise Workshops. I got some new headphones and I'm not positive my audio is working. So in the comments, if you can type in a yes or a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. Because I can't see anybody and I'm assuming my audio is okay. So I need a thumbs up or a comment that everybody can hear me. All right, we got a thumbs up. Good, good, good. I can't hear a lick. I can only hear the audio from what's being played on the videos, etc. Well, thank you for that. We've got Rise Workshops. We're here to talk to you about Rise 3, which sounds good. I appreciate that. Here to talk about Rise 3, which is a month away. December 2nd will be our first day. That's a Friday when we start Rise 3. For those of you who don't know, who have not attended one of our live events before, this is our third live event. The first one was in Virginia, the second one was in Florida, and this is the third one will be in Columbus, Ohio. We got a lot of inquiries about Ohio. Why do we choose Ohio for during the month of December and choose Ohio? Well, the reason why we picked Ohio is it's centrally located to a lot of other places. Granted, the weather may not be ideal, but that's the case with those shooters that shoot in Ohio. And for Rise 3, we have, I believe it's 8 or 9 people that are from the state of Ohio that will be attending Rise 3. So we're looking forward to having them there, and we're all praying that we get at least one day of decent weather so we can do some shooting outside. In addition to the composites and the green screen and the gray screen that Howie shoots on, we'd like to get outside for a bit and shoot some outside. I'm the natural shooter of the gang. Kane and Howie both can shoot outdoors and shoot natural as well. They just don't prefer it. So with the three of us, you get a taste of everything. You get the natural shooting, you get the green screen, you get the white screen or gray screen, composite work, natural, you get it all with the three of us. So we look forward to those of you who have already signed up for Rise 3 to come and attend. I wanted to knock out a few things off the top. Like I said, we are a month away. We have a great host hotel, which is the Hilton. Let me see if I can bring it up here real quick. I don't know if I've done this before. Forgive me if I mess this up. Let me try it. Chrome tab. Let me see if I can get it up here. All right, here we go. This is on our website, Rise Workshops, and you can go ahead and book your ticket for Rise 3 right here on our website. Just click on register here. But as far as the rooms, here's what the rooms look like. We've got mini suites. We were able to secure a price around Christmas time of $144 for 2 queen beds. They're studio suites, so they've got a kitchen, etc. Plenty of room for 2 people, maybe 3 in these rooms. And breakfast is included with that. This hotel is brand new. It's just a little over a year old, I believe. And they've got 2 sides. They've got the home suites, and then they've got the garden inn. We're going to be in the Homewood suite side. So a beautiful restaurant, and they're right near other beautiful hotel, right near other restaurants and other things to do that are right near the location. So you really don't even need a rental car. You can Uber from the airport Brian Evans will be attending as well. He lives in Ohio, and he says it's only 5 to 10 minute Uber ride to get you to the hotel venue. So let me get out of this and get back to my StreamYard. Okay, hopefully I'm not sharing that screen anymore. It doesn't look like it. So that is the hotel information. All right. And what we're looking at on Friday is going to be kind of the welcome and the intro. Folks asked about the times. Friday is going to be 5 to 9 p.m. So it's a welcome, an intro. We're going to do the business portion, talk about that business, talk about after photography. A lot of workshops, they talk about the shooting and the lighting and all these types of other things, which is all very important to our industry. However, there's much more to that when you talk about how long do you want to do this? How long can you do this? I'm 54 years old, and I'm not trying to be out there all day shooting, 200, 300 kids, etc. And then on the action side, shooting 4 or 5 games a day on a weekend. So how long do you plan to do this? What's your exit plan, I guess, so to speak? A lot of folks get into volume photography, and they get into it and they see how much money there is to be made with volume photography and action photography, and they just go with it. They're making a bunch of money. They come home with sacks of money, or if they're using an online platform, there's money coming to their account every day, and you get used to that. But what happens when you stop shooting? What happens when there's no more events? What happens when there's no more cha-ching? What did you do when you were balling and you were really bringing in that money to secure yourself for retirement, so that you don't have to do events, so that you can say no to some events, so that you can go to those important things that are important to your family? You've got kids. The kids are growing up. They're going to graduation. They're going to proms. Oh, you can't be there at night because you're shooting a prom at another school, those types of things. So you don't want to miss those important events because you have to go and shoot an event to continue to get that revenue stream coming in. So we'll have someone there to talk to you about that, and what you can do with these funds that you're making now, while you're young enough, while you're able enough to get out there and wrangle these kids and do all these types of things, to what to do with that money to build for a future, so that you don't have to do it forever. So I know there are many of you out there that are single income households, meaning one of the spouses or partners is working a regular 9-to-5 job, and the other one is the hustler out there with their photography business, and together it works out well. What do you do when the breadwinner with the 9-to-5 loses the job? What do you do then? Are they going to join you with the photography business to help you out there to cut on some expenses of perhaps an employee or 2 or 3? If it's your spouse involved with the volume photography program. But we're going to talk about those things and get into all of those things, as well as all the things that you're coming there for, which is the lighting, the posing. How do you get the gigs? Workflow on shoot day, workflow prior to shoot day. What are the real numbers when you're a online sales platform user? What are the real numbers when you get a sale for $100? How much goes to your pocket before you get to taxes? Well, we're going to break those numbers down with actual real numbers from actual real events. Kane and I both use Photo Day as our platform, and we're going to share a couple of events, individual events, and actually a monthly report, and break it down for you so that you can see the real numbers if you choose to go in that direction. So we'll be sharing that information with you at Rise 3. So we look forward to that. We've got who we got here. Whoever we have here online, if you can go ahead and type in the comments so we know who we have in here and where you're from. Just type in your name if you haven't given StreamYard permission, and your city and state, so I can see who we've got in here. We've got 11 viewers. I appreciate you guys chiming in. Let me cover. I already covered the hotel. Oh, the hotel rate that we got is good until tomorrow at midnight Eastern. So if you've already registered for Rise 3 and you haven't booked your room at the host hotel, go ahead and get that taken care of. Our host is Katrin, Katrin. She's a wonderful lady who's been helping us out with getting the venue squared away and all the contracts, etc. So make sure you go ahead and get your room booked. If you're looking for a roommate to share the room or share cost, we have a private messenger group for all current registered Rise3 attendees. So you can put a comment in there and maybe get a room and share with someone else and split those costs of the room. But either way, it's a great rate for 144. So I wanted to share that with you. As far as the seats, we definitely have seats available. We got a couple of messages asked how late could they actually register for the event, and we are taking registration up to the day before the event, so to December 1st we are taking registrations. I know some people are playing the credit card games, like let me book as late as possible so that I can take the information that I learned from Rise3 and pay this credit card bill for my travel, etc. And that's not a bad way to go. We like to have you in earlier, so we make sure that we get the right size t-shirt for you and make sure we know who's coming to our event. But hey, if you can make it, you can make it. We look forward to seeing you there and sharing this information with you. We like to call ourselves the three-headed monsters. You're going to learn 3 ways to do the same job, as far as how you're going to set up for your job, your workflow, your post workflow, and even your sales platform. Kane sells paper order forms. He does online. We do both as well, mostly online, and I'd say about 10% is still paper order forms, but there definitely is an advantage to not having to do paper order forms all the time. So if you look in the comments, Kane just posted a link there to the eateries and other things around the host hotel. So you can click on that and see what's available right near our hotel. And like I say, everything is going to take place at the hotel, or we can walk across the street to go and eat. They also have a great steakhouse in-house that I'm looking forward to chomping on some of that. So looking forward to that. Let me look at my notes here real quick and make sure that I'm not leaving anything out. And type in any comments. If you have any questions about the workshop, go ahead and type in your comments. Hold on, my iPad keeps going to sleep, so let me wake it up. Sorry about that. Okay, hotel information, we got that. The attendees. We had a private Zoom call the other day with Howie, Kane, and myself, and all the registered attendees. I think we had about half of the registered attendees on the Zoom call. So that went on for 90 minutes. So people are actually getting value before we even get to Columbus, Ohio. So we talked about a variety of different things during that Zoom call, and that replay is available to all the current paid attendees. And if anybody signs up for Rise3 now, we'll make sure that you get access to that link as well to hear the information that we talked about. We have a kind of a skeleton of a schedule of items that we're going to present. And what the Zoom call was about is we asked the paid attendees specifically what 1 or 2 things that they wanted to take away from Rise3, because we can alter and tailor things to make sure that everybody gets what they need. If it's not something that is on the paper agenda, then it may be something we discuss on a sidebar in the evening, at dinner, at lunch, because we're going to be hanging with you guys. We're not disappearing while we're there. We're all together. We say rise, we all rise together, and we mean that when we say it. So when it's lunchtime, we'll talk about where we're going to go to eat, and hopefully everyone else can join us at the same place or somewhere near. Breakfast, since breakfast is served with your room reservation, we'll be down there eating breakfast with you and available to ask questions. If you have personal questions, things like that, go ahead and ask away. We're there for you. That's what it's all about. Again, we all rise together. So that is available. And I think there was a question about the access code to the Zoom link. I posted that in the Rise3 attendee messenger group as well. So if anybody had any problem accessing that, go ahead and message me and I'll make sure that you get that link as well. Let's see. The scholarships. John Rivera, I put a post up. It's been a week now. I put a post up from a fellow photographer and good friend, John Rivera, out of Texas, Houston, Texas, I believe is where he is. And he was so gracious. He wanted to attend the event. He's not able to attend the event because he's going to be shooting, but he wanted to offer assistance to a couple of other people to attend the event basically at half price. So he's going to pay half of your way to attend Rise3. We were planning to give that away tonight. But I don't know if you saw my personal posts on my page, but it was my anniversary weekend. We were up in Seattle, and I didn't have time to really push it and promote it. And I want to give folks an opportunity outside of Rise to take advantage of that as well. So we're going to go ahead and extend that until what date? Until the 8th, January 8th. So we're going to extend that. We're going to put it outside of the Rise group. So if you're in Rise and you were interested, make sure you jump on that, because you're already a member of Rise, and we want to take care of our own if we can. But if there's folks outside, we know there's folks that are outside of the Rise private group that would love to attend. So we're going to go ahead and market it outside of our group. Simple requirements for it. You just can't have a business or a studio in the state of Texas. That's one. The other, you need to be a member of Rise. You guys are already a member of Rise. And just invite 2 or 3 people to see what it's all about in Rise. If you know 2 or 3 people who are into volume photography or want to get started in volume photography and at least have a photography website, they can join, and then we'll note that as somebody that you referred. Send us a private message, indicate that you are interested in the scholarships that John Rivera is offering, and we'll go ahead and put your name in the hat too. So January 8th, we plan to announce those two folks who will be attending Rise on half of John Rivera's dime. So we appreciate that, John. It's a great gesture in the industry. To help out another photographer. We were all there at one point where we started out, and we weren't sure if we had the money to attend a workshop or to get any education. We were all figuring it out on our own. So it's great to have all these different opportunities to get education from other places. Let's see. Let me check my notes here. I think that is all the notes that I had to post. Is there any questions? Go ahead and type them in the comments if you have other questions about Rise 3. If you're on the fence, you're not sure, you need a ride, whatever the case might be, your money is tight, whatever the case might be. If you think about it like this, our workshop is December. My nose is running. I keep dabbing my nose. Our workshop is December 2, 3, and 4. Baseball season, at least for us here in California, starts about March. End of February, beginning of March, baseball season starts. For us, that's our second highest income producing season is baseball. The first is football, which we're in right now, and just concluding football. So the information that you learn at Rise 3 can be immediately applied to baseball season and basketball, which is going on, basketball and volleyball, the indoor sports that are going on, wrestling that are going on right now. You can do those right away. But the big one is baseball and softball, at least for us. And I'm not sure if it's the same around the country. You guys can chime in the comments if it's the same for you. That baseball and softball is number 2 as far as income producing, with volume photography, and football and cheer is number 1, just because of sheer numbers. And they really love to get those photos and pay for those volume photos. So go ahead and type in the comments if you have other questions. I'm looking at the comments here. We've got Tracy here out of Florida. We've got Cheryl out of Tennessee, Beverly in Ohio. Kane posted that link for me. If you check in the comments, Kane posted that link, eastontowncenter.com directory that has all the eateries that are local to the host hotel. January 8th or November 8th. Sabrina, what was that? The January 8th or November 8th? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Did I misspeak about something? Go ahead and type in and clear me up. I'm old. Sometimes I forget things. But let me see here. Let me get this in here. There's our website again, riseworkshops.com. That's where you can go to sign up for Rise Workshops. You can see the schedule. And we're working on some other things to add into the workshop as well. So we're not done just because we're a month away. We're still working, trying to do even better than what we already have scheduled. And we appreciate you guys joining us. And I'm not going to drag this thing on. We've been on 21 minutes. If you don't have any other comments or questions, I will go ahead and log this thing off. Let me check the comments here real quick. Scholarship. Okay, I got you. She asked about the scholarship. What was the deadline date for that? And yeah, that'd be great for your friend that we were talking about, Sabrina. It is November 8th. If I said January 8th, I misspoke. It is the 8th coming up. No, November 8th is going to be when I'll go ahead and announce that those two folks. So I appreciate that for getting me straight. And I'll post that in the group. I'll go to the original post and amend it as well to make sure everybody is aware of that. So if you got any friends or anything that wanted to come and they're like, their money is tight, let them know about the scholarship. Go ahead and spread the word. Let's get some folks there. In addition to the ones that we have a great group right now, and we're looking forward to more. Something I wanted to point out, we realized this after Rise 1, that the folks that are most interested in Rise 2 seem to be number one, the women. I don't know if it's because of Howie's hair or what the case is, but we love all the women that take advantage of our education and are coming to see us at Rise 3. We have a couple of folks at Rise 3 that also attended Rise 1, our very first one in Virginia. We welcome you back. We have 2 or 3 folks from Rise 2 that are also coming back for Rise 3 to see what's new, what else we have to offer, and we appreciate them as well. I can give recommendations for a lot over there. Okay. I can't see the name of who it is, but somebody said they can give recommendations for a lot over there. Anybody else? Any other comments? If not, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. This replay will be available on inside of our Rise Workshops Facebook group. Again, all the information is available. It's scrolling across the screen right now, riseworkshops.com, to book your hotel, which expires tomorrow, midnight Eastern time is when the group pricing that we got expires on the 3rd. So that's tomorrow evening at midnight Eastern. And let me check here, see if I got any other comments. Let me check. Nope. Kane and Howie, someone asked about Kane and Howie. Everybody, including myself, we're all working hard during this time. So Howie's working on some banners, and Kane just had a shoot earlier today, and then he's got his family. I'm the Lone Ranger out here. It's just me and my wife, and we're empty nesting. So it was me to come on here and make sure that you guys continue to get the information that you need. So thank you for joining us again. Kendrick Brown with Rise Workshops. Look forward to seeing you at Rise 3, Columbus, Ohio, December 2, 3, and 4. We still have seats available. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and sign off like we came in here. And let's go ahead and run it again. Let's see here.
Follow Coach Howie. Rise Workshop.
You got to get it going.
Follow Coach Howie. Rise Workshop.
Figure it out now. I got 3 minutes to figure it out.
Rise Workshop.
Let's say that for the next one.